Hi guys, Dave here, back again. Yeah, I was thinking the other day about we're going through, scrolling through your Facebook feed, and I was looking at all the different things, and because of my algorithm, I was algorithmed because I've been, I don't know, exploring the different unknown things, the unexplored things, the conspiracy things that the internet has to offer, and I've been sent a whole heap of feeds. You know, things like from Bigfoot to the Loch Ness to UFOs or UPAs, as they now like to be called. Anyway, yeah, I was coming across this thing called a cryptid, as they like to say in zoology. Cryptid being another word for an unknown thing is anyway, the cryptid is like Bigfoot's cryptid. This one I was looking at, and it's called the rake. A few other names it comes by, but basically I like to call it the rake. So anyway, the rake. You get videos, heaps of videos. I mean, I'm looking at these videos and looking at these things, and I'm thinking, my God. Some of them, yeah, straight away you could see it, say, that's fake, of course, but next. But then I sat back and seen a few, and yeah, what made me, wasn't just AI, when people are making videos, it wasn't just how they made the creature, even though it did look really good, how they hide him in the back of the bush, the ground's all dark, you can barely, blurry, you can't see anything really, you just see something but not really. And you think, that's fake 101, that's what they do. But then I heard, I have people, you hear these people in these reels explaining their seeing these things or dealing with these things, or some people literally have them come and harassing them night and night in their own homes, like knocking on doors and weird shit, real weird shit. You see these people explain it, and I'm thinking, these people are serious. I know there's lies out there, and people, again, as I said, making content. But some of these people, you hear them, and they literally believe, the way they're speaking made me believe that they're telling the truth. Or, they're some part of the truth, or it's the truth in their head. They've got some sort of footage or something to prove something's happened or been happening. But then, you look at them and you think, you can't. No, the best actors of the world couldn't put on some of these performances these people, are putting on. Like, shit. You hear their voices and you think, oh my goodness. Especially when, like, they're taking the film and there's things right there in front of them, and people, like, think, oh, it's AI because the cunt just bloody ran away before he even got 2 seconds to even see the thing. Oh, this is ridiculous. Lies, lies, lies. But then in the same note, I'm thinking, people saying that, I'm thinking, what are you talking about? Like, if you saw something like that, would you be hanging around? Oh, excuse me, wait a minute, I just need a bit of video. No one will believe me otherwise. Yeah, right. And then if you do get the video or anything so clear, it's just like, yeah, that's fake for sure. Absolutely, no doubt about fake. Now, these rake things, I looked a bit into it. The AI, or when you Google it, it says it was from a video. They were from a video in the 80s, or a video game, some creator, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought, okay, that's what they're going to say. But then I thought I heard once before how organisations or people spreading in certain propaganda, shall we say, to create certain things or start stories or grab onto stories and expand them, like turn it into something, like, oh wow, these things are real, look at all the video, blah blah blah. Oh no, and then no, it's not real, it's from a video in the 90s. They're just fake, it was AI. A video game guys did it, they could show me the game, yeah, right. But they just thought it up in their head, did they? That's what they said, they just thought this creature up in their head. But then maybe I thought, wait a minute, maybe they've seen something or connected something else to something else. Or someone told them a story about this thing that had this and that and the other. And then, yeah, like it was based on some sort of truth. Like, lies don't come from out of nowhere. People have an agenda, or they don't have an agenda, or they interpret on purpose a scenario that may be true or not. Now, that's what's half the $69 million question. Like, who's telling the truth, or what's more to the point? What is their agenda? And like the people that just are interpreting and getting it wrong, well, yeah, maybe they are, but they've seen something, you see. So that's what what starts me to think, wait a minute, they're saying they've seen something. And then there's the other people that copy the ideas of others, or wherever they get this idea about some creature. I mean, I could say, I know a creature with 7 eyes, 28 heads, whatever, It wouldn't be true, but I could still make something up like that. But people tend to, I think, draw from what they've seen, know, and hear, like what's scary, Exactly. Things that we would usually think are scary, you just wouldn't even probably fathom the scariest things. Yeah, look in Revelations, like, look at some of the creatures in there. Wow, scary. So anyway, fakes. Are they fake? I don't think so. I think they are out there. I think these things are whatever they are. But then I thought, wait a minute, whatever they are, I do know what they are. I was thinking, what do they look like a bit? They remind me of those grey aliens. They're like pale, more humanoid versions of those grey aliens. And then I thought, similar to humanoids, grey aliens. And I thought, wait a minute. Bing! These are some sort of hybrid. If they're like an alien grey hybrid that's been released onto the planet by these grey aliens for God knows what purpose. It's something to do with their genetics, they say, but why they let them roam on the planet, I'm not sure. I think they might have been around for a long time. And I think, one of the old names was skinwalkers. So they've been around for a while, and I believe in the Americas that they're quite prolific in certain areas. They're a strange hybrid that obviously went wrong, because they're like half more like animals than intelligent alien / human creatures of whatever. I mean, I've even seen some reels and film clip of ones with carrying a baby. like their own baby. Like, so they're probably breeding out there as well. Like, you know, one baby to eat, one human baby to eat there, yum yum, and one, oh wait, and then they've got their own baby standing right next to it. Far out, man. And like, you know, and shit happens and like black ops get involved and these stories just disappear into fake. Anyway, guys, that's another episode. I'll don't want to ramble on too much, but I find all that pretty bloody interesting. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thumbs up to everyone. Bye.